Welcome to another travel visit of the week on Silver Shares here today. Have you been to Montmartre, which is also called the Sacred Heart, or in French is Sacré-Cœur, which, is translated directly, yes, Sacré-Cœur, Sacred Heart. So, when you get here, be ready to climb the stairs, or you have the funicular, which you just have to use your metro ticket, subway ticket, and it takes you up there. But it's more fun going up the stairs because during summer it is so much fun here. There's so much life, there's so much spectacle. You go in this corner, people are doing acrobatics. You go in another corner, people are singing. You go to another corner, you'll find those who are just doing some sort of spectacle that is magic and very, very interesting. I feel like, Montmartre is like one of the most beautiful places to start off the visit because it dominates Paris from up the hill. I just find it magnificent, so beautiful. And this is where I always bring my guests first because I find it fascinating and how it just dominates the entire city. And it's very beautiful. You can see the architecture inside. Can you imagine? It's been over 200 years that it's existing. And I just admire the architecture so much. And I find it fascinating that in the ancient days, they did fabulous things that today it isn't possible to create some sort of replica. Or if they try, it doesn't come out as fabulous with fabulous architecture as this. What do you think? So once you just arrive in this Montmartre area, it is so busy, even just on the ground area, but you just want to go around it, all over to just look at it, how it's presenting itself. Even in the night, it's well lit, and the entire area in summertime has a lot of activities and everything that is very, very interesting. And even in different kinds of weather, it presents itself in such a pleasant way that you just want to pay a visit to the place. And during winter, it's a very slippery. So I would suggest you use the funicular, not to dare try the stairs and everything, because it's super, super slippery. But it was just so beautiful to see it even under the snow when it snowed in Paris, because it's a very rare thing. So now you go inside and you have this amazing ceiling. It is so high up, but everywhere you turn around, there's so much beauty. And the painting that is on the wall, for me, it just takes my breath away. As many times I have been to this place, I just find it so perfect. Well, I have been to Rome, and the Michelangelo painting on the wall is even more better. But then this representing Jesus, somehow, I don't know, it just takes my breath away each and every single time. I have never understood how, and so it remains for me like the best painting I've ever seen done on the wall, on the ceiling. And that's, I think, what takes my breath away, and how perfectly it was done and so up high. And then you have statues and sculptures all around the walls and everything. And so you can really get to enjoy just being in this church. Well, I find it really strange. It has become more like a museum than a church, because it's so strange how you would be visiting around and the service still going on. Personally, I don't buy anything inside a church, because I remember when Jesus entered into the church and people had turned it into a market, and he got so angry. It's the first time he was the most angry while he was on the planet, and he threw away every single thing everywhere, and really kicked them out and asked why they were turning God's house into a marketplace. So I guess that's the reason why I can never buy anything inside a church. But you have medals that are being sold around and everything. So I find it's a personal thing. So if you want to buy souvenirs or something, well, you can still buy it inside. But I would suggest you go outside, and you have very many shops around that are able to sell the different souvenirs represented and all that. But anyway, I'm not trying to take the market away from them, but it's just, for me, that's just how I feel about it. But anyway, this is a bronze statue. Well, you get to enjoy different statues that have been put all over the walls and everything, and this one fascinated me. I was not able to figure out what it really was, so I guess that's what it was all around. And during Christmas, when they put up the manger, I find it's very, very nicely done. And so when the Christmas ambience is just starting, and I don't know, I really love it, you know. And in Kenya, we don't get to decorate the manger so much, unfortunately, during Christmas. It's strange. But anyway, I really love it here, how you actually see the biblical side just put into image in reality. I really love that. I find that pretty interesting. And the kids actually also do enjoy being able to know this person, this, character and everything, and putting it into the manger, and sometimes even creating them or trying to decorate them. I find it fascinating. So once you get out of the church and around the church, it's this fascinating place that you feel like you're in a magical land, literally. People are drawing, you get to sit down, they draw you. Well, be careful. It varies between 30 to 40, max 50 euros. If anybody ever asks you for much more than that, then you should not sit to be drawn. But all around it, you have like some sort of museum. You get to, just see sculptures that are more modern and done in a different way. But this plastic theatre, it just adds so much life. And I remember when I visited this place after like a month or so, this is when I decided I'm gonna stay in Paris, because I couldn't believe that artists are actually living on their passion. In my country, you're only made to think careers like doctors, lawyers, bankers, and all these big careers are the only ones that count. But I really wanted to do air hostessing so badly, but every time I was being told, like, hey, you just want to be a hostess and a waiter in the air? It's useless. But anyway, I used to think it's fascinating. So when I saw these people drawing around and actually passionate about it, and they make a living out of it, it just blew my mind. It was like that moment, that awakening moment. And this is when I decided, fine, this is the city I'm made to stay in. And it's kind of how I finally decided, because I was just passing by to go towards England, and so this is how I ended up actually staying. So this place remains really magical for me as far as the entire Paris is concerned. And I love taking the kids even around the area, because we have a playground that is very clean, and it's very interesting. The music around it and everything is very, very interesting and fascinating. Sometimes you can just sit around, feed the birds, and almost kind of just enjoy the moment and just watch. It's like you're enjoying life on image, literally, every single time you are in this place. And so I just love it so much. And making the kids also just enjoy and know and learn their city is normally super important for me. And so they get to have some fun along the way, and we create sweet memories. These flowers like literally dominate the entrance of the Montmartre area, and I find them like very beautiful. And so just after you get out, you walk down a monument. You have the Moulin Rouge, where you can get to see spectacle that is just out of this world. And you really have to do this at least once in your lifetime. French cancan and all that, you get to really, really enjoy it. And just next to it is a nightlife that is mind-blowing. You have a lot of clubs around and then a lot of sex shops. I always find this area so intriguing because, you can imagine a naive 19-year-old mind arriving in Paris and you don't know so much and you're seeing these sex toys and everything you've never seen, and I can't lie to you. It blew my mind off. So this area has a particular taste to it, and I still visit it a lot. And you have the little trains that can take you all around because the area is very, very big. The climbing can take a toll on you in case you're tired, but you have very many options. But I would always suggest to walk around and appreciate the small alleys and the street, because if you take a train, you can't appreciate such drawings that are done on the wall or the paintings or something of the sort. So if you walk around, then you get to see much more. The smells of just the crepes being done all around and everything, appreciating such stairs and everything, like just the different streets areas of this whole place. It has its own magic and just art around it that you can only appreciate if you decide to walk around. So if you come to Paris, don't hesitate to prepare the best shoes with you and just discover the adventure and enjoy a beautiful entire morning of just this whole area. And it deserves to be seen in all different seasons and all, because it has a lot to offer, as you can see. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video and that you look forward to coming to visit Paris someday and get to appreciate the city as it is deserved. It's like a city on its own, Montmartre area. Living in it is very expensive. But anyway, you get to enjoy visits. So leave, love, and